Hey everybody, how's it going? It is I, Lego Zach here. We are back with another installment of Zach's First Time. And this time, it's pizza time. Um, I've never watched Spider-Man 2, it turns out. With the release of the new trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home, I realized I had never finished this movie before. I've started it. I've seen probably the first 10-15 minutes of it, but I've never finished it. And I've seen every other Spider Man movie, including the Japanese live action Spider Man TV show from the 70s. Like, I've seen everything else. But for some reason, I've never seen Spider Man 2 with Toby Maguire. So tonight, we're going to dive into it and see exactly what I think of it. So this is the exact part of the movie that I stopped watching it because I was a little scared little baby man back the first time I watched this. As soon as it came out on DVD, we purchased it. This is as far as I got, just because of all the it's a gruesome death scene without showing any actual death or blood, and yeah, it freaked me out. So this is as far into the movie as I've seen previously. Goodness gracious, if I thought that that last scene was scary and gruesome, this one definitely takes the cake. It is basically a horror scene within this PG movie, and this is intense, like, very good, but goodness gracious. So, as the credits roll, um, I get it. I get why this is considered the best Spider-Man movie. Um, I don't think it's the best. I still prefer the first Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, but I think that this is a contender for the second best one. It's a very, very good comic book movie. And I see that it sets up a lot of things that the third movie didn't really follow through with, or that they were potentially going to follow through with in the fourth movie or something. J. Jonah Jameson's son turns into Man-Wolf in the comics, and then Peter's professor, Kurt Connors, turns into the Lizard. So that's characters that they could have used in further Tobey Maguire movies, and they were setting all this up, and I really appreciated that as a comic book fan. I thought that the guy who played Doc Ock, Alfred Molina, was absolutely incredible in it. He was the heart and soul of the movie. He was probably the part of the movie that I enjoyed the most. And also, I know that a lot of his tentacle arms were used practically with puppets, and I thought they looked incredible. It was really good, like, practical effects. No, when they were CGI, they still looked good. But just huge fan, and I really enjoyed the arc of him losing his powers because he was losing confidence in himself. That's been talked about to death, but I really appreciated it. It's sad to see that they followed up with the third Spider-Man movie in the way they did, but this one really laid the groundworks for a lot of possibilities that could have happened, and I really, really appreciated it and enjoyed it. There were just a few minor complaints that I had that I noticed because I'm over obsessive about noticing details and things, but generally, I thought the movie was really good. But here's some of the things that I saw. Okay, so in what universe does a low budget theater production have in their budget to produce this many posters of their show, and let alone of one actress in the show, when clearly there's other people participating in the play? Like, that's just unrealistic. So we see when he's late for work that he has to deliver this pizza by 2 o'clock sharp. So that puts him right at 8 minutes getting to deliver the pizza. But then we see whenever he doesn't successfully deliver the pizza on time, he was 2 minutes late, that he is now about 17 minutes late getting back to work after failing to deliver the pizza on time. So you're telling me it only takes him almost twice as long to get back to work. He was swinging through the city as Spider-Man and couldn't get back to work in less than double the time that it took him to get there originally while he was going as quickly as possible, because he was probably feeling all sad and dejected while wandering back to the pizza place. So he took his leisurely time, obviously. So I have trouble believing the time frame that he wouldn't be able to get there on time if he was actually trying to hurry. And this is just my opinion, but Harry's pining after Mary Jane, like she's the hottest thing, when the landlord's daughter is like drop dead gorgeous. But let's also not forget about Elizabeth Banks, who's the receptionist for J. Jonah Jameson. She's also fine. Like, why is Peter just blindly ignoring all these beautiful women around him and going after the one that's married? And also, Mary Jane tries to get married after just like knowing the guy for what, 2-3 weeks. She announces to Peter that she's dating somebody, and then 2 weeks later she's getting married. I don't believe that. So this has been my review of Spider-Man 2. Overall, I think it was wonderful. I'd give it like a 9 out of 10. Honestly, one of the better comic book movies that have ever come out. So I'm just surprised that I missed this one. I don't think that there's really any other big comic book movies that I've missed. Haven't watched Black Widow, don't plan on it, but you know, on that one. But out of all of the great ones, I think I've seen them all at this point. But if you can think of one that you think that I haven't seen, maybe it's even an obscure one, please let me know, and I would love to watch it for the show. Thank y'all and have a good one.